quest to get to a spot where I could actually call it my career, it took a lot of work. I mean, it just took a lot of work and a lot of struggle and a lot of doubt and a lot of sort of trial and error. With the career path I chose, which is just creating my personal paintings and hoping somebody will buy them, it never feels that secure. But that's actually something I quite enjoy about it because it keeps the adventure going. It was a conscious choice when I decided to move up here. I wasn't quite aware of how impactful it would be. I was splitting my time between Brooklyn and up here. And when Sergio decided to stay here, like come up here and stay, we kind of decided together to do a full-time thing, like just a whole winter up here. I would still have to get okay with the fact that if I were to live up here by myself in the winter, it would get very solitary. Yeah, having a good buddy like that, like enduring the winter together, it was actually a really great teaching for me. If you look at human construction over time, everything at some point decomposes and gets eaten back up. And I kind of like the symbolism of nature bringing us back into her fold again, you know? And I feel like on a symbolic level, I mean, that's something that people can have happen during the course of their lifetime. We can start finding ourselves in that kind of sort of emerging union again. Sort of like you could call it a spiritual level, you know, kind of seeing the reasons why I needed to find myself back in nature. I discovered that only by virtue of being away from it for so long. Most of my paintings, even though they have animals as the protagonists, they're generally portraits of us. You know, in a way, it's for us to imagine ourselves in these scenes. Because nature is within us. It's not just the external world. It's actually us. We're just very high-minded, or not high-minded, but big-brain primates. Thus far, we've been very preoccupied with being the dominators of the world we live in. I'm hopeful that we can find ourselves back in a state of being stewards again. You know, looking back, thankfully I somehow landed on art being something I always wanted to pursue. And thankfully I also had very supportive parents who, I love that neither of them ever sort of voiced that age-old concern, like, you know, are you sure you want to be an artist? Like, can you at least be like an architect? I find this to be so insane about the expectation that our society has on young people to know at a very early age what they want to do for the rest of their lives. I think that the limitation that we put on ourselves in society has been putting on us is somehow that in you finding yourself as a human being, you end up with this proverbial business card and it just has the label of what you are. But I feel like the real people that I know, their business card is made of many, many, many labels that at the end of the day, when you read them all together, it's like, no, it's a very nuanced person living on a property like this and dealing with the elements as they are, you know, just really it was such a harsh lesson in growing up quickly. I think that true strength comes from not only being okay, but kind of celebrating the aspects of oneself that are commonly thought of as weak. Like the idea that like grown men don't cry is such utter bullshit. It's the first year I've really kind of looked at it where it's, I have to become okay with letting go. I think it is an important lesson for me to really learn is to not have expectations that my life will be a certain way always. I want to learn more and more to not shy away from problems that come my way. I want to go through them. So sure, the impulse is there in all of us to kind of turn, to look away from the shadow, as it were, like if there's some kind of dark thing that presents itself. I think one can actually perhaps even become friends with that shadow. You'll all have heartbreak. Everybody has their heart broken. You will also break someone's heart, probably time and again, right? You'll face all types of stuff. You'll face rejection, you'll face uncertainty, you'll face perhaps even like humiliation or whatever, but just learn to recognize that everybody else also experiences that. So in a way, you can kind of all be in on the joke. I hope I made some sense. You guys can